on a new adventure.
What's up, everybody? So today, guys, we are going to jump in and we're going to react to some more sports highlights, football specifically, NFL. The Super Bowl just happened, literally just happened. The game just ended like 30 minutes ago, and I decided I want to jump on here and I wanted to do a quick video, a reaction or a re-reaction, kind of a breakdown, I guess, more or less a breakdown of the game and what happened, my thoughts on it, how I feel like it went. I was pulling for the Niners in the game. I'm a Broncos fan. I can't root for the Chiefs at heart. I 100% respect what Patrick Mahomes does. I love Andy Reid. I've lost a lot of respect for Travis Kelce, but that's neither here nor there. I was pulling for the Niners, and so I kind of just want to watch this. We'll break it down a little bit and kind of just see what happened and how the game unfolded, because I feel like the Niners had the game in hand, and they kind of like they did 4 years ago, man, they just let it go. They played a much better game this game, a full game. It was just, yeah, I feel like it was a couple subtle things that happened here or there, but we'll talk about it more in the breakdown. Let's get into it. If you have not liked the videos or checked out any of the other videos, guys, go check those out. I got more sports reactions, anime reactions, movie reactions, and music reactions, guys. Go check those out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, we are at 93 subs at the moment I'm doing this video, okay? We are 7 subs away from the goal. As a small YouTuber, guys, I started this channel 3 weeks ago, and the goal was I wanted to try to get to that 100 subs within a month. We are 7 subs away, guys, so I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, we're this close, man, and I definitely appreciate it. So don't forget to sub. Let's get into the video.
She's created that mystique and aura, but Purdy, you might not even know how big it is.
They fake it to McCaffrey on the rollout.
See this? They started out so beautifully.
Juszczyk with a hurdle out near the 50.
Juszczyk, that was an athletic play, dude. I am too scared to hurdle somebody, especially since I tore my ACL.
Across the middle, he's got McCaffrey for another
Makes me
first
nervous
down.
to even think about hurdling over
He's
somebody.
going to come after him today at some point, Jim.
Just outside the 40. Up ahead they go. And there's room for McCaffrey backing his way.
If Niners would have won,
down.
C-Mac definitely
He
should have
took
been
Mike
there. Super
Edwards
Bowl
with
MVP.
him. McCaffrey's touched it on 3 of the first 4 plays. All for good yardage. They go back to him again.
So, key what he just said, too. That is going to be a
Ball is on
huge
the
part.
ground.
Now, this was a big mistake by Christian McCaffrey. This killed their momentum, especially coming into the game. Like, I feel like they probably would have went and scored a touchdown on this drive if that did not happen. But key what he just said, too. He was talking about that they gave it to Christian McCaffrey on the last 3 of the last 4 plays. The reason I'm saying key in on that is because that right there, I think, is kind of where throughout the game they get away from this, and that's really what kills, I believe, their Super Bowl championship.
The ball is out. Karlaftis is there for Kansas City. The first signal is a chief recovery.
Well, the ball's definitely out. And Karlaftis does come up with it.
Former 49er. Here's a 3rd and 12.
The Niners defense absolutely
Around, finds
did a fantastic job
He's be hammered by
on the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense in that whole first quarter, man. They absolutely held them in check. I think they only had like a total of 16 yards or something like that, or Patrick Mahomes only had 16 yards passing.
Purdy goes across the middle.
Beautiful play design right there,
down
too.
by Reed at about the 42-yard line. 2nd and 17. Being chased.
Yeah, this killed him. If I remember right, this was Trent Williamson had a false start play right before this, and then he gets called for holding right here.
Number 71, 10-yard penalty.
Man,
Second down.
penalties are killers, man. You have to play disciplined football. That absolutely killed this Niners offense. You get a turnover on the first possession after you drive all the way down the field, and then this right here just kind of killed your momentum.
Here's a 3rd and 20.
I do love the play. Little mesh check down to Debo, because Debo can make moves. You know what I mean? Hope for the best. Chase Young came out hot, and I love that. I just wish he would have sustained that whole thing that he had going.
And he tucks it under as Gregory was coming from behind and looking for the strip.
That whole
Two of the great
front
Denver
five
offensive
of
minds
the
ever.
Niners
Andy Reid might
defense
have three of the top
played
four ever.
phenomenal
Second and 2.
throughout
Look
the
at that
entire
little
game.
pause,
Their
that little
pass rush
hesitation,
discipline
and then
was
the
amazing,
bolt up the
man.
middle for
And
the
that was a
first
huge
down.
reason that the Chiefs really couldn't get anything going. The problem is that I think they just got worn out towards the
It's
end, and
pretty.
I don't think they were able to
Offset,
sustain
he's
that
got his
pass,
man, Conley.
like that.
What a
The lane
perfect
defense,
pass.
the
One
discipline,
of the best
lanes.
quarterbacks in the NFL if he's not already.
First and 10. Again, they give him the time.
Again,
and he's
beautiful
got the
throw.
pass
Beautiful throw.
threaded to Ray McLeod, and they move the football into Kansas City territory.
Punts in that game. There were a few beauties.
3rd and 14, starting the second. Purdy steps away from the heat, heaves it, and it's
Now
knocked
that's
away
just
at the
good
last
defense,
moment.
man.
Oh boy, McDuffie
To be
able
one-on-one
to
with
defend it on
Debo,
Debo.
that's
If he
a
makes it.
tall order to be
55
asked
yards,
to do.
54 was the
But,
record.
man, he had that one
Steve
locked down.
Christie and Moody, the rookie, nails it. A Super Bowl record from 55 out.
That's crazy to me that was a Super
and
Bowl
less
record.
than 1. It's Rice with the carry, and he has the first. The ball came out.
Now, when this play happened
Ended up in
live,
the hands of
it
Justin
looked like he
Watson.
almost tossed that, which
needed
I
that
feel like if he would have
other
tossed that,
weapon
that
on the outside
should
of
be
the
a
line.
flag because that would
79
be an
catches
illegal
on the
forward
season
pass.
for Rice.
But I don't think he
Mahomes
did that on
rolls out
purpose.
and going deep. Going deep.
This
And it's
play
caught at the
killed
10-yard
me,
line.
bro. This play killed me.
Mecole Hardman.
On this play
pulls
right
it
there,
in.
man, it is absolutely like as the safety, you cannot lose track of that ball. That ball went up in the air. If he keeps his eyes on the ball and he keeps running with that route, he's intercepting that 10 out of 10 times. But the problem is that he loses track of the ball, and you see him. He does this, and he starts looking around because he lost track of the ball, and that was all they needed is that, and it dropped right in.
Sets him up at the 9. 1st and goal. Pacheco cuts it outside. Tries to do it a second time. And he lost the football. And the Niners are on it.
That is a fantastic strip by the
Unbelievable
defense.
play.
Great turnover. The Niners played a very solid defense, and they were just very disciplined in their approach, especially in that whole first quarter.
Trying to get around
And they kind of sustained it
Bolton.
throughout the whole first half, almost all the
And
way
there is a flag
till
coming in for that.
midway through the
That
third quarter, and then you
caught
can
Andy
see
Reid
that
by
the fatigue
surprise.
started to set in.
Almost knocked him off his feet and almost knocked the play sheet out of his hand for the former left tackle at BYU. Here's a 3rd and 8. And
Yeah,
they
see,
get
this
to
is
him.
killer, man.
Reed comes up. And for the Niner Nation, he's a big part of this defense. 3rd and 16. And again, Mahomes able to
The
get
one
away
thing,
at
man,
first.
is Bosa
And finally
was
brought
doing
down by Eric
like
Armstead.
very
The
good with his
blueprint they
pass
call
rush,
him.
but I felt like he got to Mahomes multiple times and just could not
what he dials
finish.
up here on 2nd and 10.
He just was missing.
Debo. Samuel gets walloped twice but holds on. Samuel out on 2nd and 4. McCaffrey, his leg's okay as he takes a defender with him.
Again, you're starting to already notice that's the first run we've seen from McCaffrey
Again, it's Mitchell.
in like
And
2
Chris
drives.
Jones grabs him with both arms and throws him down. 3rd down on the way. Oh, flag in here.
This was foolish, man. You can't make these
Sneed.
mistakes,
After the play was over, personal
especially
foul.
in this big of a game.
Defense number 38.
Obviously, it didn't end up
15-yard penalty.
mattering because they came back and they won, but man,
Juwan
oh,
Jennings
this
will
play
break
was amazing.
Oh, this ball's in the air for a long time. McCaffrey's able
Look
to
at
put it down, and he's going in for the touchdown. Juwan Jennings with a touchdown.
That was a hell of a play
pass.
call
Felt
right
like
there,
it took
too.
forever to get there.
But it was scary. It is wide
Let
open.
me tell you too, like as a safety, so when I'm back there playing safety, if I ever see a screen pass and the receiver goes as deep back as he did, the first thing that I am actually going to look for is that swing back pass or some leak, like a tight end leak out from the line. Those are the first 2 things I'm looking at this because you can tell like a normal screen or a bubble screen, you can almost tell because the momentum of the player is kind of going forward. But like on that one, you saw it. Like Jennings caught the ball. I mean, he's like, a good 4 to 5 yards almost in the backfield. And when he catches the ball too, his momentum is backwards. Like he's almost like, so you can almost kind of read it's those subtle things like that you can see. But that's the first thing I'm looking for as a safety, is if I see that, I'm immediately looking to make sure someone's not leaking out behind me, or from the like tight end position or running back position that they're going to leak and try to sneak by us.
2nd and 2. That's a first down carry for Pacheco.
And you're leaving one-on-one with Bosa. Whoa.
Bosa coming around the
See, that's another thing, man. Bosa, he gets there. He just can't
Throw against
finish.
his body. He's got his man. He's got Watson for a first down at the 39-yard line.
But this was really well executed by the
2
Chiefs.
yards
This
away from
2-minute
the
drive.
first. Low snap. Pass. Caught. Rice. Finally
Really
brought
well
down
done.
by Logan Ryan.
That and get an extra 10-15.
Pass. Back to Rice. He's down at
This
the
was
14. Warner
the
on
Niners
coverage
defense,
and the
especially in this
tackle.
2-minute drill. I felt like they're playing way too soft to coverage. And then once they got down here, they decided they were going to tighten it up. But it's at that point, it's too little too late. They're already in field goal range. Like,
by Armstead.
they should have played a lot tighter coverage
Townsend on the
from the
hold.
start,
And
not
Kansas City
once
is
the
on
Chiefs got within the
board.
20-yard line.
Well, the first snap of the third quarter, and the ball is on the ground. Pacheco swung down at the 11-yard line.
I think that's just
What a
nerves from
brutal
Pacheco. Like, I
beginning
think
to
he
the
was just
second
either
half for
nervous or he
Kansas
was
City.
overly excited.
Tighter game because you
trying to
got
make
two
the play
guys
happen.
dominating right there.
3rd and 12. Stepping up and lofts it. He is picked off. He overthrew a target.
I think on that one, a lot of it,
And
I don't think he was
Brown
actually going to Kelsey on that. I think he
comes
was
down with
actually
it.
going
You can get
towards the
about
other receiver.
10
But
yards, you don't have to get a first down.
sometimes you just got to take what you can get
He
on those
chased.
plays, you know?
And caught by Willie Gay.
Purdy played it a
The
little
49ers did
safer
not
than I
score
would
on
have
those
wanted
two
him to in
takeaways.
this
Here's
kind of a
2nd
game.
and
Like, I feel like
10.
he, he
cannot
could
give
have
that up.
taken a
That
little
is
bit more
Kelsey,
risk.
And he drives for the first.
Yeah, I agree with you.
On that
Jim.
particular
You
play,
may
too,
change an aspect, get the
that's the
challenge
stuff I'm
back,
talking about.
gonna
Like,
get
the
the
Niners
timeout.
played too
Look
soft.
how
Like,
tight they are. They're ready
you
for
can't give
inside
up that
run.
play right there.
And they're, in fact, right there to pounce on him.
But they obviously make up for it right here. I mean,
That's why you
you
need
put
a
the Chiefs in a
second play.
tough spot. You can't go
this
for it
now.
on 4th
Shoot.
down, yeah. Just like Tony said.
Here's Purdy launching it downfield.
See, that's the throw
There's a
Purdy
contact
probably wants
counter on
back.
the coverage of Kittle.
Put too much on it. Kittle
He's been
has
helped
him.
without a
Kittle
catch.
has him. You just got to put that thing a little bit more on a line and give Kittle a chance. He's bigger than that defender, so you got to give him an
And we've
opportunity
got
to make a
our
play.
first down of the second half. Off IR. Mahomes keeps it.
Just a hell of a play by
And
Mahomes,
somehow
man.
got past the defenders,
When this happened too, I was
including
screaming, man.
Chiefs
Number two, that corner,
all-time
man.
leading
Oh,
rusher
it's out
in
there
the
playing flag
postseason is
football, man.
Patrick
You got to
Mahomes.
attack
Right
that.
now, he's
But
got
I get it,
10,
it's tough,
15,
especially in the
20,
NFL, because
22 yards on
hit the
run
quarterback the wrong way, and
before
oh
it's
Lord,
finally
it's a
ended by
flag.
Logan Ryan for them has been staying out of 3rd and long. They've got 3rd and long here. 3rd and 8. And
Good
the
freaking
Niners
deep.
are up to as
Good
Hartman
stuff by the
is
defense.
wrestled
See, and
down.
he made up for that on that play. That's the kind of tackle you should have made when Pat Mahomes was running.
There's a high snap. He drives it through.
I thought this was not going to be good. That was a hell of a kick.
They like to go to Jennings sometimes on 3rd down as he fires down the field, and that was intended for Debo.
This right here is the definition. That play right there was the definition of lockdown defense. I mean, McDuffie practically ran that route for Debo, man. He was in his pocket, and he almost had that too.
McKinnon, the running back.
That's hard to do. I would tell you right now, man, the hardest positions in football, quarterback,
Being chased. Bosa's
defensive
on
back.
him.
Two hardest
And it's
positions in football.
incomplete for a touchdown.
Oh, you just threw it out there.
This play was a killer, man. You've got to be live. And when you are the punt returner, man, you've got to be calling that, man. When that ball is coming short like that, you got to be calling that. You got to be screaming, and you got to be like, you got to have that safe word or whatever it is, you know. You've got to be calling that, you know. Clear is the safe word that we use, so, you know, clear, or a lot of teams will say ball, whatever your safe word is, man. But you got to call something like, and I don't know if he did. He could have been, because you see him, he's waving it off. That's what you should be doing, waving it off. Clear, 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 clear. You know, making sure that everybody knows that thing's clear. But 28 or whoever the blocker was, man, you've got to be more aware of the situation, what's going on. Like, you got to be paying attention to that. I understand you're trying to make a block, but sometimes, man, sometimes you can do too much.
And it's a recovery by Kansas City. And now set up in the red zone. trying to take the lead. Mahomes.
Yeah, this
Goes for it right
beautiful
away, wide
play
open.
design, man.
Touchdown! Valdez
Especially because in the
Scantling.
regular season, there's been plays where they'll run that, but Kelsey will stick the seam, and then they put it in with Kelsey. But I love what they did there where Kelsey hit, and he stayed outside, and then Valdez Scantling basically undercut that and went through on the seam. Beautiful play design, man.
The Chiefs have their first lead in the Super Bowl.
Go. It's man-to-man. You caught him.
Purdy fires it. Got his target.
Love it, dude. Jennings played a hell of a game, man.
Jennings, as he always does, it seems, anyway.
There he is.
Juszczyk got the first down.
See, and then this is kind
Let's
of
see
where
who wins the
I
chess
feel
match.
like the Niners
and
started
10
kind of
to
going
start the
back to
fourth.
what they were doing in that first drive.
Purdy down the middle.
It's like, hey,
Open Ayuk.
let's use
Second catch is
McCaffrey,
a big
let's
one.
use the run to open up
As
the
Reed
pass. And I
tries
feel like
to
that's
rip
what they
it out
started
of
to
his
do a
hand,
lot
but that's
more.
not happening.
That was their downfall, I feel like,
He's improved every year. He's
for a
outstanding.
good chunk of the
Led
game
league
is they
in
started to
average
just
yards
pass
per
too
catch
much.
as
Like,
Purdy
you started to
fakes.
become
It goes
one-sided.
long to the end
Oh,
zone.
man, Purdy, Purdy just
Samuel
want that
had a
throwback.
step.
That's
It's
nerves
the
right there.
second time.
That is nerves. That's you see a wide open player, and you get so nervous that you're in your head. You're going, don't overthrow, don't overthrow. This is easy throw, and you're so nervous about it being such an easy throw that you miss an easy throw. And I know he had pressure. I know Chris Jones was in his face and such like that, but you still, like, you got to make that throw. Like, you know, he's like falling away. You know, like, he could have made that throw a little earlier, I feel like, especially when you look at it. I think he had like a split second where he could have probably just, but he starts to fall back as he's trying to make that throw happen, and just the nerves are there.
2nd and 10. Now they go back to the ground. McCaffrey surveys and goes.
Again, giving it to McCaffrey.
And that's a great
let him
example
eat.
why he led the league this year, not only in rushing, but first in the league.
That's how the Niners are
rushing
built, man.
before
You're built
contact.
off rushing to
Go
open
back.
up the pass. They're not really
Juszczyk
built
before
off
leading the way as
passing
McCaffrey
game
tries to go
first.
outside. He lost a yard. Oh boy, did the Chiefs. That's the call from Shanahan.
Gonna have to
This was
throw
a gutsy
outside.
call, but I love it, man.
Fourth
Get it to
down,
George
it's
Kittle, man. He's
Kittle,
he's
and
a
I
big
think
star,
he's
man.
short.
No, he got
Let
it.
him go
You
make
think
a
so?
play.
Reach
I
it out.
think he got it.
Okay. That was Reed on the tackle.
No, it's zoned.
1 second on the play clock. 2nd and 9. Purdy's pass. Caught.
Again, Jennings, man, played a hell of a game, dude.
What an effort breaking tackles. Now
Way to
he's
play
gone
strong,
for a
way to be
touchdown
physical.
And caught another. All up. 5 catches is Moody. Extra point. Oh my goodness. No. It is blocked.
Dude, small plays like this make the biggest differences.
How big
And
is
you saw that.
now? A 3-point
You
game.
have to go into overtime all because it's
knows
all
the
tied
game
up.
at a high level, and he has really helped them right
He
now.
makes
have
that,
this
there's
lead.
no
3rd
overtime.
and 10. Open. Kelsey somehow left alone.
This is kind of where you just
2nd and
start seeing
10,
Mahomes
with
just
9
open
minutes
it
to
up,
go.
man, and picking
Open.
apart this
Wide
Niners
open.
defense.
It's Watson bounced out near the 20.
And on this specific play, too, they are trying to disguise it. They look like they're going to cover 2, but they're just trying to disguise it as almost like a cover 3.
3rd and 10.
All right, we went a little too
Open.
far back.
Kelsey somehow left alone. And 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so initially they're trying to disguise it, but it looks like actually the safety ends up breaking off out here. But because he's late to it, he basically can't get there for the tight end to run that, basically that corner route right there. And so, and Patrick Mahomes has played this long enough that he's going to, I mean, he knows at the second that they start doing that, he knows where that open zone's going to be. So he's just got to basically have the time to get put to allow his receiver to develop that.
With 9 minutes to go. Open. Wide
Yep.
open. It's
You
Watson.
can see too
bounced
that because
out
the
near
corner
20.
basically checks him off and sits that flat.
As a toss to Pacheco. Looking for an opening. He found one. Boy, there wasn't a
Just
whole
a
lot
strong,
there. He
hard
picked up
run,
8
man.
out of that. 12 yards out. Pacheco again up the middle. Down to
This is
about
where
the
you start
4.
to see, man,
Boy,
like I
there
said,
was
the
a
Niners
burst
defense
by
is really wearing
Pacheco.
down.
And a half to go, down 3. Going empty. Looking left. Looking. Rolling
This
out.
is just really
Mahomes
good defense
in
here by the
trouble.
Niners, man.
And he's taken
The
down at
secondary,
the 6.
the secondary
Hargrave.
did their job on that one.
The
Plus
effort
some.
on this D-line
The coverage
makes that stop
was spot on
brings
right
out
there
Butker now to try to tie
and
it
allowed
from 24
the sack to
yards.
happen like that. I
And
guess it wasn't a
is.
sack, but
Knotted at 16.
Help him out, Kyle. Just make it simple to start.
One up top right away. Throws it.
again,
Oh,
beautiful, man.
Jennings!
They were killing him with
What a
those
game
underneath
he's
dig
having.
routes underneath the coverage.
What
and
a
stuff.
drive starter it is, too.
He's played the game of his life in some ways today. Couldn't come at a better time if you're a Niners fan.
First and 10. It's Debo.
This is a beautiful reverse, man.
And they do. Picks up a big chunk play for about 9.
And a lot of that is too because of McCaffrey was having such an effective running game against them. It's that motion, man. That little bit of motion makes a huge difference, man. It takes the eyes off where the play's going.
Play of the game, a 3rd and long 4, and they blitzed.
Just a beautifully timed
and they
blitz
forced the
right there, man.
incompletion. McDuffie. Moody's kick.
Moody actually
it's
played a
good.
hell of a game, man.
All the
He
way.
was hitting.
Wow, that was
I was worried for him
incredibly
when he had a couple of
close.
these
We'd love to see
longer field
anybody
goals. I was
else.
worried he was not
Patrick
going to hit
Mahomes
on
with
some
the ball
of
to go
these.
win the Super Bowl.
There's Mahomes across the middle. Kelsey.
Again, Patrick
Kelsey
Mahomes, man, just being
forges ahead.
decisive,
Got
man,
11 and a
just
first.
dicing these guys
First play
up.
was not a first down, so now Mahomes has it with that little run right there. Mark Kelsey short of it. I didn't see it that way, but here is Gray. Gray running to the 49-yard line.
This game, how aggressive.
You
See
can just
how
tell Patrick
deep these
Mahomes, man,
guys
he's
are,
so
Jim?
poised in this
First and
moment. Look at
10
that. He just
throw.
knows where he's going with
Watson.
that ball. He's dropping
In the
back.
field
He's
to
seeing
play,
it.
and they're trying to strip
He's
it.
feeling
And
it.
he holds on. And they're already basically in.
They ended up sending one guy inside, one outside.
This
Bringing
right
it.
here,
Dump it off. McKinnon.
just
What a play call.
Andy Reid
McKinnon.
right there. Yeah, Tony Romo said it. What a play call, man. Andy Reid
3rd
had
and
that
7.
one set up. This right here,
Kelsey,
again,
who else?
beautiful
Taken
play
off
call.
inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line.
They saw they had a
With
man-on-man
9
coverage,
seconds to
man,
go.
and Fred Warner. And Fred Warner was
Chiefs
actually
with
playing
the finish
outside
for
leverage on that.
New
So
England.
Travis
Seattle
Kelce
coming
just
down
came
to the
underneath and
last
ran across
plays.
the field like almost like a mesh route.
Low snap.
And Fred Warner's a hell of
Launches
a
end zone, incomplete.
linebacker, but
See
he's
how
not
quick he
keeping
got
up
rid
with
of
Mahomes if he runs
Guess how much
that
time he
mesh.
gave himself.
Only to send the game
That was good
No
coverage
way
though.
it ends
by
like
him.
this, does it?
to overtime. Butker's kick is good. A little awkwardly. Warren was moving
Well,
forward.
there's a penalty. This is on the Chiefs. I think they were holding it. It looked like no one could tell.
There's a flag down at the 38-yard line.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Prior to the pass,
This play saved the
defense number
Niners
22.
to stay in this game.
Automatic first down.
You
Punting
called for that holding
situation.
right there.
And guess who it
that's
is
so
that got
tough
it?
too.
Jennings.
Jennings too, man.
Who's
That
having
was.
the game.
Oh,
Lined up on the near
Hell of a
side.
route
Third
by him,
and
man.
2. As Purdy flings it. Got the first. IU.
just good anticipation on that throw, man.
This-
He caught Ayuk right out of
He's
that
gotta
break,
close his eyes.
and
Second
that's
and
those are
6.
the toughest things to
The
defend,
Sun in
man.
trouble.
Oh, what a play.
Flings it to McCaffrey, and it gets past Edwards.
Again, McCaffrey, dude,
Stepping and pushed
When he
out
gets
by
that ball in his
Snead.
hands, man, he can make
What a
things
play.
happen.
Trying to settle the push. 2nd and 12. Purdy had time and then had to go outside. Now throws.
Beautiful job by
Play.
Juszczyk, man.
Chiefs thought he didn't catch it. Juszczyk is the receiver.
You right now.
When I
your
watched
two
that
best
back too,
defenders are
it
guarding
was
your
definitely
two best wide
close.
receivers.
But I feel like he made a
McCaffrey
football
in
move because he
motion.
made
They fake the handoff to
two
him.
steps before.
Chiefs in on Purdy.
This
so
right here was
fast he
such a
had to
pivotal
just
play,
unload
too.
it. So the drive
Jennings is actually
stalls.
open with that route. Chris Jones just got
Straight
here
two
and
from
forced that
outside
pressure, so
50
he didn't have the
today.
time
This is half
to.
that distance.
He just needed that extra
From
second,
27
and if he gets that out to
yards, he makes
Jennings
it.
on that route right there, on
Get
that
up
whip,
there on him.
it's done, man. Jennings is taking that extra touchdown.
That's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down, and it comes down to this play. With the game on the line,
Gonna jump
Again,
off
man,
sides
Mahomes,
first.
this was a beautiful play call. Mahomes just,
Mahomes has it. He's easily going to get the first.
man, again, Andy Reid, man, he just opened up the
Special
playbook in the
as
second
it gets.
Another low
half and
snap.
overtime, fourth quarter and
Pass
overtime, man.
complete.
Andy Reid just,
And that's
Clinical.
Valdez-Scantling. Oh, man, he's going to lose
this was a
yardage.
dumb play. No idea why you
Going
would
the
do
wrong
this, why
way.
you would run the backwards
They come
in
after
that
him,
situation,
and
but
they've been
it
up
didn't
in here.
matter,
I
man.
expect them to drop
Mahomes
out this
just
time.
stayed poised and
Oh, they shouldn't have done that.
Up ahead he goes. Rice
Yeah.
has the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 40. 2nd and 6.
Tony was saying they shouldn't have
from
done
the
that.
37.
I think either way, you had to do
49ers
something, man, because
Set up a screen for Pacheco.
they were just Mahomes is killing you guys.
down by
He was
Warner.
dicing you apart, whether you were sitting back in
Boy,
zone
Warner jumped
or whether
right
you
on
blitzed and
Marco
played
about,
man.
half foot short.
I kind of felt like they
Third
had a better
and
opportunity just
football.
trying to play man versus
Not a big
running
deal
their
now
zone.
unless you don't get it.
Like
Up
this.
top. Mahomes
Man, Mahomes just
cradles it and goes down to the 13-yard line.
sneaky athletic, dude. He does not look like he's moving that
10 yards
fast,
from the
but
win.
he is just
Mahomes throws it to Kelsey
good
in the
play
middle of the
back
field.
there.
Kelsey plowing ahead. Kelsey still on his feet, and I believe he's going to have the first and goal to go.
Can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
And right here, that's where they have him, right there. You can already see it right here. You can just see it, that they have this play already. I mean, this is going to be a touchdown. They've done this play so many times before. And the reason I know this is going to be a touchdown is because you can see right here, number 7. I can't remember what his name is, but look, his eyes are right here. He is watching all this happen, and he does not even see, what's his name, Mecole Hardman, breaking back out, because they've done this before, and he's going to whip right back out. So he's got the man, right? He is thinking that they're going to either run Kelsey with that, but you can watch
First
it
and
here.
goal.
Boom. Step.
Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
Exactly. See, his eyes went immediately to the backfield when he saw that motion, lost sight of Mecole Hardman whipping back out, because really he should have had Mecole Hardman on that because they were running man. He should have had Mecole on that out, but then he just never saw Mecole Hardman basically whip right back out and stop on that and turn around, so he thought he had man on Travis Kelce. So just tough, man. Tough way to go out. Tough way to lose, but, you know, what are you going to do? Patrick Mahomes is just that guy. Like I said, I absolutely hate the Chiefs. I'm a Broncos fan, but I have to respect what Patrick Mahomes has done. So he's a hell of a player, guys. So, hey, I appreciate it, guys. If you enjoyed this this breakdown of the Chiefs versus the Niners Super Bowl game, let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one.